Hi, my name is Alana, and I have multiple sclerosis for 25 years. And I'm just going to kind of give you what a day in a life is with it. Um, just to start with, I cannot walk anymore. I need a wheelchair, but I'm also weak, so I can't really push the wheelchair on my own. So I need an electric wheelchair, which is fine. I mean, I guess, right? And then I am weaker, so my arms do kind of work, but not very well. They don't go over my head. I have figured out how to do mascara, and I do have this sticker eyeliner thing that I found, which I love, but I didn't do makeup. It takes me, of course, a little bit longer because once again, you have the disease, something that took you 1 minute to do now takes you 2 minutes, then takes you 5 minutes, then takes you 10 minutes, and then it takes you a half an hour, and then after that, you have to rest for a half an hour on top of it. That's kind of how it went with me. Like, I would be able to clean my bathroom. Actually, so I clean my whole house. That would be great, but then I stopped. But then I would clean my house, and then I would have to like rest for a couple hours afterwards. And then it got to the point where I can only do maybe one room at a time. So maybe I clean the bathroom, but then I would also have to rest for the amount of time. And then it got to the point where, okay, I just can clean the sink. And then I would have to rest. So it's such a gradual, fun disease. Um, and you just have to get used to stuff like that. In the morning time, I am better than I am in the evening. So I am able to feed myself in the morning, but as the evening goes, I still can do it, but it's not as easy. And sometimes I just can't do it. Um, I have bladder issues, which we'll get into later. Um, I also get fatigue, like most people with multiple sclerosis do. I can sit in a wheelchair for at most 4 hours before I just am completely dead because since I sit in reclining chairs and sofa, a love seat, and my electric chair, my back has gotten weaker. But with MS, it's like a catch-22. Is my back getting weaker? Or is it getting weaker because is it because I'm on a chair, so I'm not making it work, or is it that it's just weaker because of the disease, which is also like another thing with MS. It's a mind game because it's such a gradual disease for me, um, that each moment that you go through of not being able to do something, it's a moment of mourning. Um, thank God I have a caregiver, which I did get the help from with the state, which maybe I'll get into later also. But she's helped a lot and has made it easier for me considering I can't do anything on my own anymore. But when I was getting to the part where it was getting hard to do things, you want to keep trying, but then there's sometimes where you just keep falling. So you realize, yeah, you need the help. So I have a caregiver, awesome. So I sit and watch TV a lot, some movies, read books, whatever you can do while you sit. And you come to the realization that, okay, I guess this is my life. Like, I might be able to go out every now and then for a dinner, but it's exhausting doing that because even when people come over, it gets exhausting just having people over. It's just such a messed up disease. So, with the disease on top of it, I got to a point where I would ask myself, is it worth it? So, is it really worth the hassle to do certain things? Is it worth it to go to dinner with friends and family? That one, I do think it's worth it. But is it worth it? Well, is it worth it to go to the doctors? Not really, but I do. However, a lot of the doctors I do have um, let me do it now on Zoom calls, so thank God for that. So then I was like, wow, I've had it 25 years. I've had it almost half my life. I'm 51 and I've always loved to travel, which I really kind of have put that off. The last time I really went somewhere on a plane was to Hawaii in 2016, I think. Yeah, 2016. Last time I went to Vegas, 2016. I did go to Palm Springs for 3 days, um, twice in like 2020 during the pandemic, kind of ish. And then that was kind of it. But then I did, when you go out, you do realize a lot of times that the handicap available rooms and stuff that they have for you is actually kind of nice. And for a while, they was way better than my house, because it took me a minute to catch everything up. Also, to get it where it was pretty handicap friendly. Because I also had that superstition, like if I built it, they will come. Well, if I built a ramp, that means I'm gonna end up in a wheelchair faster. That's a bunch of that's another superstition that I had that I went through. So sitting here, I thought, well, I do love to travel, and I'm seeing all these cruises. Why can't I sit on a cruise? I mean, if I'm gonna sit and watch TV, well, why don't I sit and watch outside the ocean? Or and then they feed you. Oh my god! And the food looks amazing. Yum. And then they clean. So it's like, okay. So the stuff that I really need done for me is the cooking for me and the cleaning. Okay, it's done on the cruise. So I thought, maybe I've seen people are retiring and living on cruises or like just traveling. And I thought, well, I'm kind of retired if you look at it that way. Disabled, retired. It's not the same, but it's the same. So I thought, And then I thought, well, I could just take my caregiver with me and she gets like a free trip, but she has to help me. So now I'm on the mission of trying to make this happen. And let me tell you, it is a very up and down decision. So I just thought, okay, let's just start with first, let's just do one cruise. Like, let's just do a 4 day cruise that they have, and let's see how that goes. So, also, I saw that um, Amtrak, the trains are awesome. So I'm thinking about doing that too because they have a disabled room. I guess you just have to book early, which I need to do. Because also my son is getting married next year and I really want to help them out financially. And when you keep watching this, you'll see that I have this financial, I'm like paycheck to paycheck because I mean, it's not like disability pays very well. And then you have to basically pay for everything that you want that's not in the house. In the house, you might be able to get insurance to pay for some of it. I'll talk about that. So I'm trying to, because I also saw that there was people that are going on cruises for like $4,000, and one lady was doing it for 2,000, and I was like, oh my god, I can make that happen. So when I said $4,000 to $2,000 that these people are doing it for, I meant a month, not for a trip. There's no way I can do a trip for that much yet, but I'm working on it. I've also gotten a little bit more spiritual and starting to work on my positivity because of how I was raised, very negative, and I'll get into that also. So, but my caregiver that I have, has a family. And yeah, she has 3 kids, but the 2 are older. They're 19, or will be 20 and 24. But she has a 12-year-old. So she kind of have to stick around. And so we'll have to see how that goes with that. Oh, she also has a husband. So it's not like I can be like, yeah, let's go. I mean, I got to talk to her and see, but we have to go around the kids' school and uh, so anyways, I'm trying to look for somebody or think of somebody that might be able to want to go with me, that might want to help me out. I think I did find somebody else, but she's also a caregiver to somebody else. but she might be able to take time off because she wants to vacation. So I'm hoping that she can make this work out. But I also started realizing that she might be able to do a week, maybe two at the most, and not at the same time, like 1 week and then go a couple months later and do another week. So I was kind of like, well, let's just start there, and then I have to really see if I can find somebody maybe to come. Because I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that are just like, yeah, free trip, I'll help you. But there's also some people that are not meant to be caregivers. You'll find out when you have to have one. So she's been with me for over 7, I think maybe 8 years now. So she's amazing. So thank God for her. But you do also start realizing there's other people out there that they think that they can help, but they're yeah, not really. And then you also get some men out there that are in their 50s now that still think they're in their 20s, and they're not. So they're not as strong. And I'm only like 130 pounds at the most right now, 5'4 3/4", but I'm sure now I'm like 5'4.5". But I'm gonna keep to the 5'4 3/4". I'm gonna just, it's really funny. I never rounded up. So, anyways, it's not like I'm humongous or anything, and it's possible, but it's just a lot of fun and consideration that you're gonna have to do. So let's go on this voyage and find out what happens. Bye.